Are you a business owner in search of financing? Before you make a move, join us for straight talk on business loan misconceptions. Discover the truth behind the myths that might be holding you back from securing the funding your business needs. We'll unveil the secrets to successful lending and debunk the common misconceptions that could be costing you valuable opportunities. Stay tuned for a deeper dive into the world of business loans and set your path to financial success. Subscribe now and unlock the secrets of business lending. Don't miss it. Hello. In this session, we will debunk some prevalent misconceptions about business lending. These are the widely held beliefs that need clarification. We'll specifically address the topic of acquiring business funding and also dive into the 3 essential numbers you should be familiar with before starting on the journey to establish your business credit. So let's begin. Many aspiring entrepreneurs and individuals already engaged in business hold a couple of false beliefs that we need to address. Firstly, there is a common misconception that you can't secure capital loans or funding if you have a poor credit history. These notions often stem from past experiences, rumors, or stories of acquaintances, friends, or colleagues who struggled to obtain financing due to bad credit, a scenario that happens frequently. To clarify, it's true that such situations occur, but it's not accurate to claim that it's impossible to secure funding with bad credit. Another prevalent myth is that you can't access capital without offering collateral. Collateral typically involves pledging assets like your home, car, or other real estate holdings to secure a loan. This belief is often associated with personal finance and the practice of leveraging personal credit to assess capital. For instance, if you're nearing the limit of your mortgage and own a second home, you might use the second home as collateral, essentially making it a cosigner. In the event of default on the first mortgage, the lender can claim the second property. However, it's crucial to note that this mindset primarily pertains to personal finance, not business lending. Additionally, there is a misconception that startups can't secure financing without income verification. This is a valid concern because as a startup, you typically have limited options for obtaining capital. One route is raising capital through angel investors, individuals who provide funding for businesses, often at the conceptual or theoretical stage before generating any revenue. Angel investors usually offer amounts ranging from $5,000 to $50,000. And this form of investment is commonly sourced from friends and family. It's important to understand that this isn't the type of large-scale Silicon Valley investment, but rather a way to kickstart your business with initial support. Another funding avenue is venture capital, remnants of the popular TV show Shark Tank. To attract venture capital, you'll need a solid business plan and tangible proof of concept. This could involve successfully selling your product or demonstrating a clear demand in the market. In exchange for a stake in your company, you'll secure capital. If you're a startup with an impressive personal credit history and a few years of income reflected in your W-2 form, you may even gain access to resources like personal credit. As an entrepreneur individual who has walked this path, you might have questioned your ability to access capital under certain circumstances. Without the ability to provide income verification, you may have believed that your business couldn't establish its own credit profile. This misconception might stem from the idea that credit can only be tied to your personal credit score, often referred to as your FICO score. Alternately, you might have thought that securing funding from a brand new business, whether pre-revenue or only a few months old, was impossible. For example, pursuing a merchant cash advance typically requires a business to have at least 6 months of history and generate a monthly revenue between $5,000 and $10,000. You may not have been aware that your business can bill its own credit separate from your Social Security number or personal guarantee, and that you can secure funds without putting your personal assets at risk. In this video, we'll reveal strategies to assess capital despite these challenges, whether you face one or more of them. We'll provide step-by-step guidance to dispel the myths and false beliefs that might be hindering your progress as you embark on this training journey. Addressing these doubts is crucial for your success because establishing business credit requires consistent effort, which we'll outline in subsequent lessons. Surprisingly, building business credit can also positively impact your personal credit, a topic we'll explore in greater detail in later lessons. Now that we've clarified these points about you can establish business credit even though you have poor credit history, offering collateral, income verification, angel investor, and venture capital, you should have a better understanding of the possibilities. So let's shift our focus to the 3 key numbers that are vital for you to be well acquainted with. These numbers will play a significant role as you progress through the lessons in this video series. If you already possess these numbers, it's essential to verify their accuracy. However, if you don't have them, don't worry. We'll guide you on obtaining, validating, optimizing, and leveraging them to gain consistent access to substantial amounts of business credit, reaching hundreds of thousands of dollars. The first of these crucial numbers is your employer identification number, EIN, also known as your tax ID. If you currently operate a business, chances are you already have an EIN acquired through the IRS website, irs.gov. If you're starting a new business, that's perfectly fine too. We'll outline a straightforward process for obtaining one. Your EIN is typically registered in your home state, and it's a fundamental identifier for your business. Regardless of your business structure, whether it's an LLC, S corporation, C corporation, or even a sole proprietorship, the IRS views your EIN as the key identifier for your taxable entity. In the upcoming video, we will dive deeper into these different business structures, but for now, ensure that you familiarize yourself with this primary number, the EIN. The second number you need to be aware of is your Experian BIN, or Business Identification Number. In our previous lesson, we discussed the 3 credit bureaus relevant to business credit, with Experian being one of them. Once you've registered your EIN, your Employer Identification Number, also known as your tax ID number, with the IRS, and selected your industry code, Experian typically assigns you a BIN number automatically. It's important to note that even if you haven't established any business credit, if your business has been in existence for a few months, you likely already have a BIN number. However, it might currently reflect a negative status if there are no trade lines reported on your business credit. Now let's clarify what we mean by trade lines. These are essentially credit accounts associated with your business, established using your EIN and business credit. They're often referred to as trade lines or vendor credits. These accounts usually consist of credit cards that you qualify for based on your business credit rather than your personal credit. Accumulating multiple trade lines is crucial for building a strong business credit profile. If you currently don't have any business credit cards reporting to Experian, Dun & Bradstreet, and Equifax, your credit score may be negatively affected. Interestingly, some individuals who have been in business for several years are surprised to discover a negative Experian score when they check it. This is because only a small percentage of their trade lines are actually reported to Experian, Dun & Bradstreet, Equifax, and other less significant credit bureaus. This emphasizes the importance of not randomly applying for business cards, assuming they will automatically report to these credit agencies. Instead, you need to understand how to obtain your BIN number and know how to monitor and check it. If you're unfamiliar with these processes, don't worry. We will guide you through obtaining your BIN, understanding an Experian report, and checking your credit score in our upcoming videos. The third essential component is your Dun & Bradstreet D&B number. As mentioned in our previous lesson, Dun & Bradstreet holds a significant role in the world of business credit, acting as the authoritative entity that collects data on your business credit history. It's crucial to grasp that without a DUNS number, your effort to build business credit will be in vain. In other words, if you lack a DUNS number, you're not making any progress in building your business credit profile. Now, let's clarify what a DUNS number is. It's a unique 9-digit identifier that you must register with Dun & Bradstreet. Your journey toward accumulating business credit truly commences once you obtain this number. However, nothing substantially starts happening until you have a minimum of 3 to 4 reporting trade lines. These are essentially credit cards or functioning options or funding options that report your payment history back to Dun & Bradstreet. When you reach this milestone of having at least 3, sometimes 4 reporting trade lines, you'll be assigned something called a paydex score, which we'll dive into in the next video. In that video, we'll walk you through the process of obtaining your Dun & Bradstreet number, monitoring it, and checking your score. To summarize, it's imperative to have an EIN number, an Experian BIN number, and a Dun & Bradstreet number in place. Our goal should be to swiftly accumulate 3 to 4 reporting trade lines, enabling you to obtain a paydex score of 80 or higher. In our upcoming lessons, we'll explore how to interpret these reports and determine which trade lines to pursue. By meeting this minimum requirement, you'll officially kickstart the process of building your business credit score. In our next lesson, we'll dive into the underlying reason behind all these steps, how to leverage other people's money to build wealth and grow your business. It's essential to understand this concept before proceeding further. I look forward to joining you in the next lesson.